Well, hello everybody, it's Chad from Colorado Giants. It is Tuesday, June 2nd. That means, yes, it's time for an update. Stick around. Okie dokie, so we didn't do an update last week because there just really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. I mean, I always have something to talk about, but nothing that I didn't want to waste 7 minutes of your time talking about. But today we have some updates that I would like to show you. So let's flip the phone down. Chow. Super zoom out. Okay. So we have the second fan in and it is running well. This got delivered last Tuesday, so exactly a week ago. And then I believe I got that installed probably Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Friday. Friday was working. So it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's been up and running for 5 days. It is keeping the temperatures quite nice in here. Outside temperatures this week got up to about 90 degrees, and I am matching that at 90 degrees in here, which is good, all things considered. If they didn't have this going, it'd probably be like 150. So, you know, my ultimate goal is to not have any, like misting going on, but I may have to look into that. Might not be this year, but maybe definitely next year. But the plants are handling the heat pretty well because we have so much airflow. When I got this shipment of the fan there behind me, I got 2 additional circulation fans, and I might get a few more of those, as well as my big drum fan that I had in the old greenhouse, or the old screen house. That's keeping the air moving really well in here. So even though it's warm, the air is moving, and it's not just stagnant, stale, hot, unmoving air that you get sometimes when it's outside and it's just hot. It's warm, but it's not oppressive hot. I mean, and the plants are not minding, and we'll talk about that in a second. Unfortunately, when we were installing this, see that big sharp bit right there did poke some holes in the first layer of plastic. I got some poly tape that will fix that boo-boo right there. Whoopsies. Yeah, so I don't remember off the top of my head when I put these in the ground. I should have notated that, and I did, and I do have it somewhere, but for the purposes of this video, I don't have it. So we're going to say these have been in the ground for, I want to say, about 2 weeks. Yeah, probably just about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less. But they're finally starting to want to take off. I always kind of tell myself when I see the tendrils starting to tendril, that's when they want to kind of get going. These are my 2 orange plants, the 1002 Alts and the 1501 Vanderwielen. These plants, because they were in the greenhouse before the second fan got installed, they were subject to the worst of the heat, furthest away from the wet wall. So I do have a little bit of leaf burn on these ones, but all in all, not too bad, really. This one definitely is ribbon vining. So if you don't know what a ribbon vine is, it's basically 2 vines that are kind of fused into one. And you know, they're just not conducive for growing true giant pumpkins. I may keep it just to grow, you know, orange pumpkins, because this should be a very orange genetic. And then this one as well. This one grew the largest Howard Dill pumpkin ever. You can see we do have a little bit of leaf burn on it, but now that the second fan is rocking and rolling, I'm hoping that it will grow out of there, that we'll get no more leaf burn. And this just kind of weird, it's growing like a bush. It's not wanting to vine. I'm thinking and hoping, and my fingers are crossed, that it's starting to grow out of that. So we can see the vine is starting to grow right here. And yeah, so hopefully this will want to grow. And now now that I look at it, like, that's weird. Look, there's another vine. So there's a vine right here, and then there's the vine right here. Huh. If you know what that is, go ahead, do me a favor, comment below. That's strange. That would answer my question on why this plant looks so weird. Huh. Yeah, so check that out. The base of the plant looks like it wanted to double vine right off the get-go, and like we have 2 true main vines. That's peculiar, but what are the chances of two double vines right next to one another? I'm starting to work on the irrigation. The irrigation is going to be individually controllable by each zone. So each zone, I'll be able to water this one for 5 minutes, and that one for 3 minutes, and that one for 20 minutes. But that'll get its own video. Some plants that I need to transplant in here. Not sure if I told you guys or not, but I was not able to start my own bushel gourd. Thankfully, Pete and Cindy Glazer gave me one of their bushel gourds that they had extra of. So that's starting to get established. These here two plants, we have the 1984 barren plant that is starting to want to vine, and then the 1894 Urana, which is also wanting to start to vine. So this will be a real tough choice for me. I really love the genetics of this plant, but you know, you usually have to take the plant makes the decision, not the genetics, and the 1894 is looking better than the 1984. So we'll see. All of my plants will basically race to like 3 or 4 feet. Once the plant gets to 3 or 4 feet long, I'll make a decision. I went to Leaf Ritters. He's a local grower, young guy who is doing a phenomenal job this year. He's putting my grow to shame, and it's nice. Once I get right here in the fan, in the breeze of this fan off the swamp cooler, it's so much nicer right here, like significantly. So that's why I'm probably going to get a few more of those, at least one more, and angle it that way, so that I have like cool hitting the wall and traveling down each side. Okay, so we're at the 1911s. One that I'm excited about. The plants, I mean, both plants are doing really well. Remember, this was the smaller one that was in the smaller grow bag, and it's really taken off, and then so is the other one. So I need to mound some dirt up because I don't want that to just kind of flump down. I want it to gently lay down. So I'm about at that point where I'm probably gonna sacrifice this leaf right here. You can see this leaf is acting like a kickstand, and I want to take that off so that the vine can lay down unimpeded, and I'm going to rake up some soil so it can lay down real nice like. I bet you that'll be down in a handful of days. But I really like this plant. This plant's probably going to get chosen because it's bigger. Also, you know, these plants are in the same spot, same genetics, but this plant is showing a little bit of leaf burn right here for whatever reason, and I think we talked about it in a past video. It's doing that weird half of a leaf thing. So I don't know what this half of a leaf thing is all about, but I'm not in love with it. What else? I still need to fix the leaking of the tray. You can see that I'm leaking right around there. I need to fix that. It's on my agenda. But those of you who are parents and have a almost 2-year-old, you know what I'm working with here. And then this plant, these are the 2118 Barrens. These are the ones that have me most kind of just stumped. Don, if you're watching this, feel free to chime in or shoot me a text message. Like these, at random intervals throughout the day, this plant just gets droopy. And it's like it's too hot, but this plant has the best spot in relation to the wet wall, and it just I don't know. Sometimes it just acts like the plant is stressed and it's overheating, but it's not. It shouldn't be. So I don't know. It's just acting weird. And as far as the vine growth goes, it's starting to want to vine. We're focusing on this one because this one is the best plant out of the two. But it's starting to vine, but you know, just not with the same amount of vigor as the other ones have. So why it's doing that, I don't really know. But I think that's it. That's it for this one. Keep it short and sweet. 10 minutes long is long enough. Hopefully you guys are doing very well this year. Your grows are going great. I'm definitely off to a late start, but fingers crossed I can start to fertilize the plants, which I'm starting to kind of give them little nudges in the right direction. Starting getting the watering system going, so hopefully here shortly the plants will kick into gear and I can make up for some lost time. So make sure you comment below if you have any questions, subscribe to the channel, like it, give us a little thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you get a message when we post a new video. Hope you have a good one. Catch you next time.